All right, guys, I want to first off go ahead and welcome you. So today I have a special guest with me, okay? And today I have Nikki. So it was by Nicola. So Nikki heads the VA program for RIZN. She's in charge of basically the recruiting. She's in charge of getting the get doing the interviews with you when you sign up for the virtual assistant program. And Nikki's also basically she's been a great member of the team. She's worked for us for over a year now. And let's just say that since basically inception of RIZN to basically add in virtual assistants and having Nikki head the virtual assistants, our revenue is skyrocketed 10x. All right. So basically, I just want to go ahead and introduce Nikki. Nikki, if you just go ahead and tell the viewers who you are and where you are, and just short story about you.
Thank you so much, E. Hi, guys. This is Nikki. Yeah, my phone name is Nikki. My full name is nicholarallon. E calls me Nikki, and most of the agents calls me Nikki. And yeah, I've been with Ryzen over a year now. I've been dialing leads, preparing all the meetings. And yeah, my main focus is to help insurance agents, of course, increase their success rate in the insurance industry, in which what I usually do is to dial their leads, okay, and book their appointments and book them as a solid one. So all they have to do is to run their appointments. On top of that, I've been finalizing all their calendars, appointments, doing rescheduling, and anything that they need on their whatever office or business that they have. So I also have few experience in customer service support, even in social media management, wherein yeah, we can definitely help you whatever business that you have in right now.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. 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 Awesome. Good. So now let's just go ahead and just a brief rundown. Let's say as far as leads, right? Let's say people decide to say, you know what, they're not going to purchase leads with RIZN, and then they decide to purchase leads with, their lead vendor or whatever lead vendor that they do provide. What is the process? Walk me through the process as far as I do apologize for that, guys. Walk me through the process that you would go through when somebody purchases leads and gives them to you.
Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, the most important part of appointment setting is the leads, of course. And you guys have the freedom to choose or to buy your own leads, and all you have to do is to provide the CSV file. If there's maybe a website on it, maybe you can just provide us the logins or whatnot. But still, Ryzen can still provide you such leads by Facebook advertising, launching ads, and a lot of more. So you have two ways you can produce your own leads. You can just provide them to me, then we will create a spreadsheet wherein you can see all the results of the calls that we had, including the live answers, what happened to the call, what's the result of it, and wherein, yeah, we can see the numbers of the results. How many booked appointment, how many hung up, not interested, whatever the result, every live answer.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So now here's my question for you is, so let's say, we have let's say Agent Joe, right? Joe's out there, he's running appointments and, he's got a no show, right? Or let's say he's got a full calendar and so no shows. What's the process that you and your team go through?
No shows is not really new in this kind of business. We expect no shows as much as we expect people who show up during the appointment, right?
Yeah.
And what we usually do, of course, we call them back to reschedule, especially for in-home appointments. We usually provide the agent's number and the name, so probably they really understand what's the appointment all about, including saving the name and the number, including the appointment date and time. And
Okay.
we usually get back at them to reschedule for another in-home appointment or whatever method that you have. Then yeah, we'll have them on the calendar still.
Got you. Okay, perfect. Now, so tell me, how important is it because we have agents who purchase leads and agents who generate leads themselves, right? Based on your personal experience with dialing leads, what would you say is the key difference between people who purchase leads and people who self-generate their own leads?
Um, let's start off with the budget, of course.
Okay.
There's a huge difference. If we launch our own ads, of course, we need to provide a budget for it. And it's actually the same with purchasing, right? But in purchasing leads, we have to be focused. I mean, we have a specific target in whatever location it is. And in short, you can control if you're launching ads, right? You can
Yeah.
control what state, you can control how many people, how many would you invest. And um yeah, it's technically the same for me based on the experience, but it depends on the business as well.
So let
Let's
me ask
say.
you, sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you a question. So now, because obviously RIZN is basically, we basically give you tools and resources to be able to generate your own leads.
Mhm,
Now, would you say there's a difference when you call a lead when they know who actually, like for instance, they know who's calling, right? As opposed to an
right,
agent purchasing a lead from a lead vendor, and then they basically show up to the lead, the appointment, or they get this set lead and they don't know how the leads generated. Do you say that there's a difference as far as, the agent generated their own leads and they can get to imprint their own personality into the lead generation
right.
per se? Would you say?
Right, you have a good point, Emmanuel. Of course, when we launch our own ads, it's their own discretion to click on that link and input their information.
Okay.
So in that way, it's somehow solid, right?
Okay.
And we even have a virtual appointment setter, right?
Hmm.
Where it can make it more solid, just to make sure that they will show up during the appointment, because it's them who made the request, or like requested for the information.
Okay.
They wanted you wanted the product, they wanted to learn more about the business,
Okay.
right? So it's somehow genuine. I'm talking about launching ads, right? Because
Mhm.
it's them who purchase the leads. I mean, it's them who click on the link, and they're really interested about it. So they will save time or spend time with you,
Okay.
hearing out about the business that you have.
Okay. 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 Good. 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 Awesome. Okay. Good. Awesome. Now, now let me give me a little bit of a budget as far as, let's say I'm a brand new insurance agent, right? I'm coming in. What is the off the street market? How much do agents expect to pay? Let's say, because you can't just say I'm going to pay per hour, right? Because if you're going to pay, 1 hour for dialing, you might need first off, first question is, let's say you have a batch of leads of 100, right? 100 leads, and you have to auto dial them, which RIZN Results has an auto dialer. You have to auto dial those 100 leads. How many appointments can you expect to book off of 100 leads, and how long will it take you to dial the 100 leads just straight off?
Since we have a very good, powerful tool that we have with Ryzen, so we have this feature to auto dial. So 100 leads, you can only just hire part-time dialer,
Okay.
working maybe 10, 15 to 20 hours per week.
Okay.
If you have consistent 100 leads,
Okay.
maybe every other day. And as per experience, the ratio that I have for 100, we can book 10 to 15 appointments and close around 5 to 6 appointments, sold policies.
Okay. So what you're saying is so 5 to 6. This is based off of 10 appointments. So let's say we're just dealing with the insurance industry here. There's obviously this, each industry varies here. So let's say each agent's paying, $35 a lead, and they get 100 leads. That's $3,500. And out of
Right.
$3,500, they're expecting to set 10 10 appointments and close 6 deals, which is pretty good. If depends on what industry, what agency you're in, which is paying you the
Mm-hmm.
compensation of, let's say 100%, 120%. As you know, we're not an insurance agency, we're not an insurance brokerage. Just want to go ahead and give that disclaimer, just in case somebody's saying, I want to join your agency. We are not an insurance brokerage. We are basically a marketing company, and our job is basically to give you the resources. Right now, if you're interested in joining the insurance industry, we work with companies. We have partnered companies that start you off at 120, 110% and get you up to 145%. We're more than happy to give you a referral, but we're not an insurance agency. Okay. Just want to go ahead and put that out there. Now, so an agent spends $3,500, and what, based on the agents you're working with, how much do they typically make per policy?
Mm-hmm. I'm not really quite familiar about
Just a brief
what pay.
rundown.
Um, Maybe around per policy 1,000.
Okay.
I'm not
No, no,
really
no,
sure.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no. That's
really
fine. That's fine.
the details.
I mean, we know you're not selling. We know you're not selling. You're not selling insurance here.
I'm
So,
about to would love
I,
to.
I mean, for $1,000. So what? So if we average it out, right? So, how much would it, based on the street market? Okay, based on the street. Now we're
Mm-hmm.
working with RIZN, or the fact that if you're a business elite member of RIZN, you get 20 hours a month free virtual assistant services, because we know it's tough out there, right? So
Right.
just based off of the street, how much people are paying on the street, how much would you say somebody's going to pay for $20 an hour virtual assistant? Just based off the street. Now,
Mm,
these numbers may vary, but what would you say?
for 20 hours, around 100 to 150.
100 to 150. I mean, that's pretty cheap if you ask me. So 100 150 is what they're expecting to pay straight off the bat, straight off the street. And we charge, I believe we charge around 125. Now, this is, don't quote me on this. I have to review that. So for the same 20 hours. So basically, if it's $150 for 20 hours a week and you get an $150 free service on a monthly basis by us. I mean, that alone for me is a no-brainer. If you are basically in a business and in whatever service, you get to save $150 a month, and you get in that as well with the RIZN results marketing CRM. Which, if you just give me how much does it cost to get an auto dialer feature? Just auto dial, basically, on the street, the one you were using. How much was?
I've been to a lot of phone systems. We have 499. We even have
You don't, no,
1000.
don't, you don't have to,
1.2.
give the
Yeah.
name, but
No
just,
worry.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
don't give the
I'll
name.
just give you a range. I first dialing tool that I use is 1.2. I
1.2.
also 1.2K. I
What do you
also
mean? What is?
tried a
Oh,
499 per
1.2K
month. Yeah,
a month?
a month.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a month. And I also tried 499. 499, it comes with the auto dialing system. I think the 1.2 provides leads around 5 per day. Maybe
Okay.
that is why it is expensive.
Okay.
The cheapest that I have encountered is around 300 per month for the dialing tool alone.
So what you're telling me,
Excluded on the numbers. I mean, the numbers that you buy, of course, you have to purchase your own
Jesus.
numbers, right? Depending on
Yeah.
the area code and the text messages cost, the calls, and all.
Geez. So
It's
what
just
you
a
tell?
signing up.
So just for signing up, you're telling me if I need an auto dialer and 5 leads. So let's average it. I need 5 leads a day, and I'm paying $1,200 a month. Or if I just need a dialing system, I'm paying $300 a month minus the phone number. God, jeez. So what you're telling me is we need to raise our prices for RIZN then. I mean, we need to charge 2,000 a month then.
No, our goal is to help out these people, right?
Because I mean, I'm just thinking here is because obviously I need to do some more research on the competition because we probably are the cheapest ones out there. If we're charging $297, you get the auto dialer, auto text message. You actually get 500 calls for free. You get I think it's 10,000 emails for free. And then after that, you're billed. And then I believe you also get about 1,000 text messages for free, which you can run drip campaigns, build unlimited websites, build funnels, run email campaigns. And with $297
Right?
for the elite, and they're charging $1,200. Oh my God.
We
All
need
right.
to reevaluate.
We have to reevaluate the price here because I don't want to be the cheapest out there. But for now, as of you watching this video, I mean, I don't want to date this video, but who knows in the future? Because if it's $1,200 a month, you best believe we're gonna meet and we strategize. Just kidding. But obviously, so now we're understanding here is so let's add up the cost, right? Let's say they don't get the most expensive one, they get a phone dialing system for $300 a month, right? So for $300 a month, they get a phone dialing system, and you're saying they're paying 150 hours, $150 for a 20 hours a week VA, right? Okay, so ideally, do people just do 20 hours? Do they do 40 hours? Do they get two dialers? What typically is the case?
For part time, only one dialer, maybe 4 hours per day, Mondays to Friday, one dialer.
Okay, so now
For
let's
full
say
time, we can provide two.
let's say
For full time.
what do top producers do? Because we want people to be top producers, right? That's the whole point of people who follow the Really Ways. Top producers, what do they do as far as like how many leads are they purchasing? How many dialers and on appointment setters do they have?
Strategy wise, Emmanuel, we usually do two dialers,
Okay.
Working full time.
Okay.
So they are simultaneously working 40 hours a day, 40 hours a week. I'm sorry. Given that we have over 200 leads per
Got
day.
you. Okay. Per day.
Yeah. Maybe 1 to 2 days.
Okay, so let's say
So 100 each per dialer.
okay, so let's say you're doing so you'd say an average would be 700 to 800. And now are these new leads or like old leads?
Yeah, all leads.
Okay, so
If we
let's
are talking about exclusive ones, we only need 30 to 50.
okay, 30 to 50 exclusive leads. And then if we're doing new, so that's for exclusive leads. And then if we're doing older leads, you're looking at 800 a week.
Yes,
So let me get this
yes.
straight. So basically, if we're going off the math of average of $150 a week for 20 hours, and you need two full time, which is 80 hours, that will bring us to roughly $300 a week per appointment setter for 40 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
two, so for a week, we'll put you at roughly around $600 a week, which will put you roughly at $2,400 a month. So $2,400 a month for the staff and $300 a month for this phone system puts you at 2,700 hard cost, right? We're just doing the business math, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
so let's say 800 leads. How much do you think it costs to get 800 leads?
800 leads is for the older
Older
leads
leads. How much would you say each lead
around
is cost?
500 to 700.
Dollars?
Let's say, because if we were, I'm used of dialing exclusive leads. I'm okay, I'm good with the old leads. That's my favorite because we have a lot of rebuttals. But as let's say $3 per lead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
$1 to $3 per lead.
Okay. Okay. So let's say, so now basically, as far as the cost goes, if I'm not mistaken right now, if you're getting 800 leads at $3 a lead, you're looking at $2,400 a week, which puts them 2,400 puts them at roughly $9,600 a month. Somebody correct me, but I believe that's the math here. They're looking at $9,600 a month on leads, right? If I'm not if my math might be off here, guys, okay? Because 800 leads times $3 a pop brings us to 2,400. So 4,800. Yeah, that's 9,600. Yeah. See. Yeah. So 9,600 on leads. Okay. 2,400 for phone system and virtual assistant. They're already looking at $11,000-$12,000 just to start off as a top producer. 12 grand. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Now, so you mentioned exclusive leads, right? And the exclusive
Mm-hmm.
leads. So let's say because most agents, most people don't come with a basically with 10 grand off the bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most agents
Right.
will start with 10 grand off the bat. Let's say an agent starting out with $1,000, right? So starting out with
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 and they need to get going, right? We give them a free trial. So for 2 weeks, if they sign up for the business program minus the VA, they get the CRM for free, auto dialing for free. So this way they've already eliminated the $300 cost, right? If you use our service and you book your appointments, you just have to pay for the recurring text, email, and calls, right? If you use our appointments, use our service 2 weeks, you make some money. If you say you don't like it, you can cancel. That's perfectly fine. We're not gonna be like, oh my God, we lost you. Okay. So I know, comical. So okay. So let's put this into perspective here, right? For the starting off agent, they start off with RIZN. They say, okay, you know what? I want to just go ahead and start off the 297 with RIZN. There's no free trial for the elite program because it's coming with a VA, right? So they sign up for $297. They get 20 hours a month, and they get an auto phone system, which gives them the ability to generate exclusive leads. Now, exclusive leads. How much do you know? How much exclusive leads cost? One or no?
Yeah, I have for final expense insurance leads.
Mhm.
It costs $35 to $40 per lead.
Okay, so 35. So if we're looking at $35 to $40, let's do the math. So let's say $40, and they need 50 leads a week. So that's 2 grand. So they need to spend 2,000 a week, right, on exclusive leads. So it still puts them at 8,000. Majority of people don't have 2 grand to start off. And here's the thing: is have you had days in which agents spent, that much in exclusive leads? They went and then didn't write a policy.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling me is there's a strong possibility, guys, that you will spend $2,000 and lose it, right? You have that's basically because one. Here's the thing: is this, and I'm going to go on a tangent here. Is salespeople are replaceable, right? Because you purchase the lead from a lead vendor. If I am an agency owner, all I have to do is come in and hire in somebody else and tell them to go purchase leads. As long as you're willing to put the money to go purchase the leads, I don't need you. Okay? Because as a salesperson, you are replaceable. But when you learn how to market, you can go into any industry. I started off as a life insurance agent, guys. I know I said I'm going to go into tangent, so I told you. I started off in the life insurance industry, and I started off paying leads. I spent more than $90,000 on leads, just purchasing leads, right? Versus generating the leads myself. You can do the same thing for $8, $9, $10. You don't even have to do it with us. You can generate with hiring your own marketing agency, right? But I recommend you learn the skill, right? It's about having the skill of being able to market. Because if you're spending $35 for the lead vendors to generate, they generate the lead for $10 and they pocket $25, which means, out of that, your profit margins on that could be you're paying $1,250 to $1,500 in their profit margins, right? Versus you are the one left hanging dry because now you're the one losing the money. You see, the thing is and I say this is when you advertise with RIZN, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to actually understand how, to write the right good ad copy. We do most of the heavy lifting for you, but there's still aspects of it that we actually need you to actually implement, right? But the main thing is I want you to learn as you go so that if you say, you know what, I want to leave one industry and go to another industry, you already have the tools and the skill set, right? You can take RIZN and take it from an insurance and plug it into real estate. You can take it from real estate and plug it into chiropractor. Take from chiropractor, you can plug it anywhere. You can plug it into Shopify if you wanted to, right? So it's just the fact that when people spend 10 grand a month on tools and leads, they don't learn anything, right? And how many agents do you know that have reserved your dial-in services while purchasing leads and quit because they weren't making any money? How many?
I really can't remember. A lot.
A lot. So it's about learning the skill, guys. It is not about the company. It is not about the lead vendor. I am not talking trash about a company. I'm not talking trash about lead vendors. Everyone has the ups and downs, but here's the truth is if you do not have the skill set, right, you are replaceable, right? So, let's go ahead and close this out with a rebuttal. You said rebuttal, right? Now, let's say, agents like, I can't pay for a VA, so I'm going to dial the leads myself, right? What are the most common rebuttals that you find agents are struggling with? You don't have to answer it, but what are the most common rebuttals?
Number one is I'm not interested.
Okay.
Yeah, even if they fill it out, themselves, they fill it out, they know that they need it, but they became, in denial. They will say, I'm not interested. And yeah, they will just hang up.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. So they say I'm not interested. What else? What is another one?
I'm not prepared. I'm not ready for this financially.
Okay.
I cannot afford it.
Okay.
I already have a policy for insurance. I already have a policy. I have a friend or a relative who's selling one.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, basically, yeah, they cannot afford, they think they will not qualify,
Got
something
you.
like that.
Got you. Okay. All right. So now, if you're willing to do this, can we just give a little role play just so we end it? Give the viewers a little extra
Sure,
of I'm
sure.
not interested. So you call me and I'm like, all right, so let's go ahead and go. So you call and I'll just
Okay. Is this for insurance?
yeah, this is gonna be for insurance.
Gotcha. So
Ring,
I'll
ring.
open the call.
Yeah, you open the
Ring
call.
ring.
Hello.
Hi, this is Nikki, a local underwriter here in Florida. I'm just getting back to you about your request for information and getting your mortgage protected. This is under the address 123 Main Street in Florida. Is the address correct?
Yeah, but I don't remember doing this. I don't remember filling this out.
I see. It was actually something that you filled out on the pink form on your mail. And yeah, if you don't remember doing it, it's actually where you also listed your mortgage company as ABC Lending Corp, amounting $125,000. Is the information correct?
Yeah, that's correct. But I think I had somebody. I think we already have this. We already have this taken care of.
I see. No worries about that since our job is just to let you know about the programs that you may qualify for. And we'll just make sure that what you have is the best in place. If you mentioned that you have a policy in place already for mortgage protection, okay?
Got you. Okay, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, so I have the local underwriter assigned to your file. We're coming out tomorrow and on Thursday just to just to provide you the information, and whatever you do with that information after we discuss it here, and that would be completely up to you. Our main job is just to show you the programs that you may qualify for mortgage protection. And if you have your policy with you can have them ready so we can review it and make sure that you have the best one thing one you have best in place. So I have here your address again as 123 Main Street. I'm assuming this is the one with the um brick house. This a brick house?
No, it's a wooden house.
Wooden house. Gotcha. Do you have any gates or like guard dogs?
Oh yeah, I got a pit bull.
Gotcha, gotcha. Can you give me a favor and maybe open the gates for us when we get there?
How you said there's an underwriter coming over, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Just have him give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
Just have him give me a call when he's a couple minutes out, and then I'll just make sure the gate's open and the dogs are kind of have the mouth guard
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha. And this is the best callback number, right?
yeah, this is the best callback number.
Perfect, perfect. I actually have here the name and the number of the local underwriter assigned to your file. Do you have a pen and a paper handy?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you're ready.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready. Yeah. What's the name?
It's Emmanuel.
Okay.
Last name is RIZN.
Okay.
Number is 123
Okay.
456
Okay.
789. Can you repeat what you have for me?
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 and Emmanuel Rising. Oh, that's a cool last name. Sounds
Right, I
badass.
know, right? You will never forget his last name. By the way, also write down the date and time of the appointment. Again, it will
Sure.
be for tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Saturday, and the time that we have. What time do we have here again? You said you'll be available in the afternoon, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Emmanuel will be there 5 minutes before 4 p.m. And again, this is for mortgage protection information. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, perfect. I'll see you
Okay.
guys there. Also, as obviously, guys, this is all role play. This is all impromptu, right? No scripts. Nikki didn't have a script, so that's why if you got an ums and uhs. But obviously, if this was a clean setup, obviously it'd be good. But I think you did great job, Nikki. This is basically we train our appointment setters to. I mean, rebuttals is probably 80% of what we do because the reality is there is no such thing as a full streamline call because if you call me for anything, I'm gonna rebut just cause I just do it for fun. So there are people like that out there. So obviously, if you're an independent agent and it's gonna take you, thousands of dollars and hours of calls to be able to get the same skill set that you get when you have a
Exactly.
RIZN VA. You can totally do that by yourself. That's perfectly fine. Or you can come in and hire a member of our team that's currently trained while you're learning about the marketing resources and getting the skill set. You already, as a business elite member, you already have access to the tools. So I think you did great today, Nikki. This was great. Any closing statements? Anything you want to add for the viewers before we go ahead and
Nothing
Vamonos?
really. I'm just looking forward, of course, for you to reach out and ask for help if you really need it, because we have services that can definitely help you increase your success rate in any business that you have.
Perfect. And
Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
and also, if you need to, you can reach out to us. If you need more information, you can reach out to me, myself, at Emmanuel at RIZNResults.com. So that's EMMANUEL at RIZNResults.com for more information. Or you can reach out to Nikki at nicholarallon at RIZNResults.com. That's going to be in the description in the video below. Okay. For that, Nikki, it was great having you on. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, guys, and we will catch you on a future video. And for that, I say enjoy.